So I'm recording this straight after the FA Cup final. Congratulations to Leicester, but of course, maybe you guys want a bit of thoughts from me because in the Premier League, I am a bit of a Chelsea fan, and yes, was hard seeing them lose, but that VAR goal absolutely killed me. Still, congrats to Leicester, and let's get on with the West Ham United career mode. So yes, hey guys, and welcome back to the career with West Ham as we're looking straight at the league table, episode number 8, and usually this is a day when something else comes out on the channel, just carrying on with this because you guys are on fire with the support recently, as today I haven't gone into who we play first, but I'll tell you right now, it is Spurs, of course it is, second place, 4 defeats, 1 draw, 43 points, as we sit in 9th. Not the best start from us, but definitely not the worst. I would have liked to be in the chase for Europe, but fortunately or unfortunately, Fulham and Aston Villa are above us, and we lost that last game. If you haven't seen it by now, I've just spoilt it. Very harshly done by, as we have them first, followed up by Palace away. There you go, Selhurst Park. We lost to them last time, lost to both of these teams in fact. As then we have the FA Cup beginning against Bournemouth at London Stadium, so we might as well play that one. I think we're going to sim Fulham as well, and if we do get on to Wolverhampton, we will play that away at the Molineux, as of course you might have seen right there by the FA Cup game, symbolising it is January and we can make some signings. As you guys probably know by now, I do switch my teams up a lot, which is the inclusion of Ryan Fredericks lately as well. He's going to drop out as this is going to be the team against Tottenham. It's going to be Dragowski upper rating in goal with Kufal the same at right back. Diop, Ogbonna and Cresswell. Going to trust that they've got the fitness with Fornals upper rating. Rice and Souček 84 are highest rated with Ben Rama on 4 goals, doing very decently recently, as we've got Lingard in Cam on 3 and Antonio on 8 up front. So we are starting to score a lot more goals with our forward players recently, because usually it was all over the field, as we cannot, and I mean cannot, have a repeat performance of the game away at New White Hart Lane as Spurs come to the London Stadium, or the Olympic one, to try and pick up 3 points again. Not in the same fashion. Actually, not at all. And let's take a look-see, shall we, at this Tottenham Hotspur team. It's probably going to be the same with Lloris, Aurier this time, Soulé, Alderweireld and Ben Davies with Sissoko and Højbjerg. Don't know where they've got the new centre-back from. Bale, Lo Celso and Son supporting Vinicius, who's actually done very well in scoring. I think he's on 10 goals, surprising me, as the other surprises are Reguilon on the bench, Bergwijn, Lucas Moura, but Gareth Bale, of course, the player he is bound to do some damage. Probably some that Phil Swift would be happy about us. Let's get this ball here. Lingard just shoved off it though, as Højbjerg has the ball for Tottenham Hotspur right here. We can't concede early on as Declan Rice, in fact our top assister at the club with 4, chasing the ball down. Need to get more players trying to assist from maybe out wide here as Fornals making a run. Aurier cuts it out. Now as they're down the line right here, they've got the best away record in the league as well. 10 wins from 10 away games as Gareth Bale into Sissoko. Don't let them extend it early on here. It's Moussa Sissoko with a big move, and Diop with a little good touch on it. Gets in front of Son as well there, as we're going to try and go down this line. Intercepted though from Ben Davies, as Tottenham are really doing well with the ball as well. Son, Diop with a tackle again. Tottenham slightly edging the start of this game here as Diop again getting a brave tackling, and Souček with an interception, but still not gone. Just got to try and control the threat they've got up front, as the defence I feel like we can break down. Soulé's a good addition, but Davies, Aurier and Alderweireld look to be a bit of an ageing back line, as they've got it to Lo Celso right here as well. Diop stepping across, it's into Vinicius. Ogbonna dives in, and a brilliant save from Dragowski to keep us in the game. It was very dodgy from Ogbonna. He put the tackle in, missed the ball and stayed like lunged, as we've got the header away as well. Lingard with not very good control as Son's all around shooting. And Dragowski saves. I don't know why I said then. I thought I was going to say scoring. That's why. As they're going to put the ball in. Hopefully they don't right here. Headed away to Antonio's. Why are we not clearing this ball, eh? We did the same against them last time when they scored in the last minute. We've got to tackle in here. Please, boys. You're putting me on edge as Fornals. Please get us out of our edge. Get them into their half as we tackled. Just not really cracking so far, as now it's on to Declan Rice. into Thomas Souček, round the corner into Lingard as he's got a run on here from Benrahma, the new right midfielder, crosses it in first time, and Declan Rice should have been closer. That's a big chance, you know, that cross in the box. No one there. However, despite that, we've got to keep switched on because they've got the ball round the corner. It's Giovanni Lo Celso one-on-one. And Tottenham have the first goal again in this fixture as it's Giovanni who drills it in the bottom corner to give the rivals the lead. Not cracking football. Just kept it away too much, didn't we? And Diop is rounded. I mean, I don't really blame him for that. He had to go to the ball a little bit because Ogbonna just seems fatigued, I think, in this game. Not doing his work defensively as it's slotted straight past Dragowski, and Neto's made 2 brilliant saves so far, but can't keep that one out as it's going to be Tottenham with the advantage at half-time, I think. We're going to, of course, try and make that not the case, though, as Cresswell with good control into Rice, but we're not reading that. How are we not getting to it? Don't give them a 2-0 advantage at half-time, as it could be. It may well could be. Vinicius Jr. sinks it in the top corner, and why are we so poor at the moment? This is horrible football. A horror show as we are 2-0 down now at half-time to the rivals. And it's just one after the other. Once one goes in, you know what they say, it's just a bloodbath sometimes. And it looks like it's that way on this game. Gotta make subs. As I will not accept this at full time, I don't think. This has been the worst performance by far. Cresswell keeping that in as Diop with a shocking pass again, as honestly, Declan Rice, why ain't he closer? Ball around the corner to Vinicius, as we've got to stand him up in his box, and Diop does well, but he put us in the scenario, so I'm not forgiving him, as it's 2-0 to Spurs at half-time at the London Stadium. Something has to change, and that is just an obvious. That's a given. The defence looks very sloppy, and seeing as we're going still into Crystal Palace next, I am going to take Ogbonna off for Balbuena, and Antonio's our best player, so do I keep him on? I think I'm going to keep him on, but take him off onto the wing, so not in striker, and Benedetto gets a chance, just so I'm saving one decent player in Benrahma for the game against Palace. And of course, going to put him on right midfield, Antonio, because Jared Bowen is out, and I want to see how he's going to do. Declan Rice here running through the field, gives it to Aaron Cresswell. Dodgy touch, but he sidestepped his man who came in recklessly. Gazabaza, as it's now on to Thomas Souček. Can we get one back at the early stage of this second half? It would be really good as it's zigzag play. Lingard with the best shot we've had, but miles wide. Tells you how poor we've been when that's his best shot, as now it's on to Fornals again. We are keeping the ball a lot more, as I say that and we lose it. It's into Lo Celso, the goal scorers. It's a good tackle, Declan Rice still over the top, as we do need to gamble a little bit more. Lo Celso with the bounce though, as now it's Souček putting the pressure on. They're going backwards. Get running at them. There we go, Lingard, as he does win the ball. Great turn as well, and another turn to give it back to Fornals on this wing. Benedetto making a run as Antonio at the back post, sneaking there. He's got a clear shot and he's missed the header. That was a perfect move, but a shocking shot again. It's also Antonio on the ball right here again. Gives it into Lingard. Can we try and get at them through this right-hand side? We've usually gone down the left as Antonio to whip in a ball. Benedetto getting to it first. Good aggression from the striker, but still no cigar with this shot because it's straight at them. But I do like the pressure that we're putting on them, and we need to keep it up. And Kangin Lee, the Korean substitute that's come on from Valencia, I think, the central attacking midfielder, as we've got 15 minutes. Can we get just maybe a consolation goal? Because they've scored in a lot of games so far. It'd be really bad to get nilled again, as it's on to Sissoko. Great tackle. Still falls back to Heung-min Song, though, as going to stop play for an offside. Declan Rice to run it forward through the middle. What can we try and do? Can we get this out wide to Fornals? That's a good ball. Is he onside? He is. This is a chance. Whipped in towards the back post as it's headed away from Alderweireld. We're putting the pressure on the Tottenham a little bit here as Antonio underneath it. Lloris does punch it though, and Declan Rice from the bounce goes for a long shot. Poor. As the final whistle is about to go, we've got it on Jesse Lingard's foot right here. Great control. Can we maybe push forward? Goes to cut away, but doesn't get past Sula. Can we just pass it forward? And there isn't even time. 2-0 to Tottenham. We've been beaten now 3 times. One just on penalties. One in the last minute that sunk dreams. And then comfortably beaten 2-0 in the first half here. A quick double from Tottenham makes it a triple on paper. We must improve next season. Didn't like that result one bit as we stay mid-table, to be fair. It is kind of going away from us a little bit, the Europa League chase, but still we're in with a shot as Crystal Palace are in 18th. Yes, we may have a tired team on the New Year's Eve day, I think. God, I'm horrible with dates. I think it is still near the relegation zone, so it should take 3 points as Dragowski stays in goal. Good performance despite conceding 2 with Koufal. Gvardiol stepping in as Diop was shattered with Ogbonna still at the side of him and Masuaku because Cresswell's getting a rest with Fornals, Declan Rice, Souček and Lingard on the right. Haven't tried him there. I want to see his crossing with Benrahma down the middle because I do feel like he's a little bit more creative and better at scoring than Lingard, and on a permanent deal, of course, with Antonio staying up front, hopefully for more luck down the centre from the off. And Palace, how do they line up this time? Beat us last time with Hennessy instead of Guaita, Ward, Kouyaté, the old man from here, Palomno, and I missed the last one with Schlupp, McCarthy and Batshuayi with Laborde and Mateta up front. So Batshuayi's on the wing. It was Tyreek Mitchell there, so no Halstenberg and Patrice Van Aanholt. Gone for youth, as it's a very different team, possibly just resting like us, with Cresswell at left back, so no easy blow over once again. Got to try and grind for it, as that's a good ball through the middle. Antonio with a slight touch on it, as Fornals does well to keep the ball. They've got a man down in Laborde, I think, but we are still going to go forward. I'm sorry, Palace fans, but I'm not going to look after him as McCarthy. I actually really dislike playing against Crystal Palace in FIFA. I don't know what it is about them, as Schlupp now the ball out wide to McCarthy. We've still got to watch them go back as now it's into Joel Ward. Onto Schlupp as he chips it over the top looking for Batshuayi. Turned easily and Michy Batshuayi with the run on here. Pass around the corner to McCarthy. It's a return ball to the player who scored a couple against us last game, I think, as he still gets past Ogbonna in the box. Gvardiol tackles and gets it away a little bit. It's still Palace all over us though, as these have started better than Tottenham did, as Ogbonna as well. And I don't know what he's given here. He's given a free kick. Okay, referee, don't know where you've pulled that decision out of, but it's going to be Laborde. Step over it, please. Not another free kick, as that one is terrible. Possibly player hampered by injury, because it did say he was a little bit injured with the cross mark above him as Koufal down the line to Lingard. Can we get a run on here? It is Jesse Lingard against Palace with the ball out wide. Not meant for Benrahma. And he's not going to reach it, as well as we are really struggling for possession. Not a great game against Palace, but we are keeping it a little bit 20 minutes in. It's took a while, though, as Masuaku with a run down the wing. Arthur Masuaku with a crossing to the back post where Benrahma puts it in the top bin. And you don't expect him scoring them kind of goals. I put him in the centre of park for a little more goal threat and creativity, and he's just done that. What a goal from the little man. Crossed in from Masuaku to Benrahma to thump it in. Look at that for a head. Just no chance for Wayne Hennessy. He's too old to get to that in time. And bang, number 9 with his 5th of the season. And honestly, what a header that is. I did not expect us to lead in this game because Palace have obviously been the better team. Anyone would know that. They've had about 60% possession, as we are stepping it up though, even after our goal. We've just had a really good 7 minutes or so as it's through to Antonio. Strike that first time as I was spamming B. Terrible touch, however. Benrahma's got it away straight away from the defender as they cannot play it out from the back. And Benrahma again takes a long shot still. Can't get through bodies. Only Marky Noble can do those, I'm afraid. As Souček gives it out wide to Vladimir Koufal to give it back to him. We are keeping the ball very well at the edge of their box where they're camped, McCarthy and McArthur, as it's on to Antonio right here, and we've gave it too much passing. Because at half-time, I would love a 2-0 lead, because of course we were 2-0 down in the last game at half-time, and never actually have had a 2-0 lead at half-time. I don't recall. As it's on to Declan Rice right here with a run through the middle, a decent little one, gives it to Fornals at the back of him, goes to shoot, and tackled right there. As if they nick something from this game right now, I'm going to smash the screen. It has been all us for 20 minutes. As they had the first 20, we've definitely had the second 20, or 25, however. Batshuayi, and that's a dodgy tackle, that from, I don't know who, Gvardiol that is. As I'll take the card. I'll take the free kick as well, as I just want half-time to come, to be fair. Gvardiol doesn't play much, so he can kind of get himself booked, if you know what I mean, as it's going to be whipped in from Kouyaté. No. McCarthy. No. Batshuayi to drill it across the floor, and that was a poor shot. It was never really going to go in or challenge the keeper. As referee blow this whistle for half-time. Don't let them have another attack, as he's never going to give it. Maybe just missed out on the ball, but ref, blow the whistle for half-time instead of messing about. It's the ex-West Ham man again, Kouyaté, to float this one over, and that one's wide of the post. Closer, but still wide, as it's 1-0 at half-time to us, courtesy of Saeed Benrahma's beautiful mohawk in this game. and we will carry on with the same team, hoping that the business is done with a little bit more pizzazz. Don't really admire how possession just keeps on switching, and the way the game's going keeps on messing around us. Now it's Gavardio on the ball, running forward a little bit. Give this in the middle. There we go to Benrahma. He's got one more on this side, Joe Lord. Jeffrey Schlupp right here with the ball inside to Laborde. Shoved back a little bit from Gavardio into MacArthur now as Crystal Palace. They've got the momentum again. I don't know what it is. The shifts in this game has been unreal. Souček on a yellow. Never noticed him get a yellow card as Lingard gets the tackling. Don't know what he's doing back there, but I'll take it from the right midfielder as Benrahma charging forward. He's got Antonio in front of him and Lingard on the right. I'm going to say left as he's got the ball. Give it back in the middle to Antonio to miss somehow. Should have still been on target as Lingard. Oh, great control and a great little ping to Fornals, who gives it in the middle to Declan Rice. Good header to get in front of his man. Now through to Antonio. One touch and bang as it's blocked straight from Palmondo in front. Lingard, however, winning the header and offside. And Oscar Mascarell off the bench for them is in the middle as Mateta. That's a good ball around the corner. And Crystal Palace still on top in possession, probably from the first 20 minutes. Had all the balls. That's a great one through. Gavardio has to watch. And referee, it's a good tackle. He's already on a yellow. And Gavardio is going to be dismissed. How the heck is that giving us a red? Let's have a look. How is this denial of a goal scoring opportunity? Please tell me as he gets the ball. He completely gets the ball and we cheated out a little bit there. It's going to be a free kick for Kouyaté. Another one for them in this game, and we're down to 10 men with the lead as Ayew rolls it to Batshuayi. And it's blocked. I'm afraid if they want to score one of them, they need Ivan Perisic off the bench, who did it last time as offside right there, Mateta. We're going to make a sub. Going to take Benrahma off, save him because of how good he's done, and keep Lingard on the right-hand side of midfield. Play without a cam and put Balbuena in centre-backs. I really do want another win. I feel like 3 points here is crucial as Antonio's miles off. Bit of a discipline problem going on at West Ham, I think. Diop, Ogbonna. Now, of course, what is his name? Gavardio. All the centre-backs just dismissed every single time as that's a bad pass back as well to Lingard. Need to get that to the other side as he's played it across the ground. My mistake as they've got the ball as well. It's Mateta and Jordan Ayew off the bench playing two up front still with Schlupp supporting them all the way. He's got a bit of a run on here, but Masuaku's played brilliantly. It's going to give Cresswell a run for his money after this performance as Noble to charge forward. Mark Noble, the captain, give that to the side. We've got a bit of a run on here as Souček. That's a great ball out wide as well to Fornals. Great touch as he whips it low, and it's Ward to block it. Going to be a throw-in as well as we have 9 minutes now. They're making all the subs as we probably need to make another one ourselves. Not to worry yet though, as Masuaku with a throw-in gets it and gives it away. And Mateta right here with the ball in the midfield. Ogbonna, that's a rough tackle on him, but he's going to get back up. We've got 3 minutes to see this game out as MacArthur gives it in the middle now to Schlupp. He avoids Souček's tackle, and I'm glad really because he's on a yellow as a Van Aanholt round the side, and Koufal brilliantly done by the Czech international as it's down the line as well to Lingard. Can we try and maybe get another one? It's been a hard-fought game at Selhurst Park. They've definitely been the better team in this second half since the red card as Koufal gets it again. And a good ball through to Antonio. Mikel, can he kill the game off? Good cut away from Kouyaté, shoots! But the man gets himself back in the way again, and we're going to keep the ball. Just keep it, as I think it should be game done and dusted, although we can get another great turnout for Fornals. And a very poor shot, but I do not care because we have won with 10 men away at Crystal Palace, and that is moving forward. That is growth. Of course, lost them last time out, and yes, they made it very hard for us, but I will take the points. And swiftly moving on after that game as well, it's not getting any easier as it's Bournemouth, the Cherries, at home again at the London Stadium in the first round of the FA Cup, and I honestly don't know if I'm going to skip this or not because we are into the market and we do have Wolves a little bit after it, but I think I've got to play this, haven't I? As we've got some information on the loans as well. Diu is leaving to go to FC Sion. We've got Craig Dawson, whose loans expire because he's been recalled by Watford. And do I have a problem with that? Of course. You know I don't. I think I'm going to go with this lineup because it's been very hard to pick, but I've got to rotate it and keep a couple of strong players in there because Bournemouth, not a bad team, you know, with Fabianski in goal, of course, the crucial player. Now turned rotation with Johnson, Balbuena, Diop and Masuaku still there. Very good game from him. Lawrence in the team. He has experience against championship teams with Rice and Noble. Lingard on the right. Lanzini in cam and Dario Benedetto up front. Larin sits on the bench with no Antonio, and I think I have chosen to play this game. We'll play this one, simulate Fulham, and spend a week in the market. And here's a little look in game and who we're playing. Of course, want to see the team sheet in a second for the first round of the FA Cup, the third round, because that's the one we go straight into in the Prem. These have earned their way to this one, I think, with one preliminary round. I think that's the word for it, as it's going to be, if it actually decides to show me. I think Begovic is in net. Come on, graphic. Okay, not showing the team at all, I don't think, as the players have lined up already. We're not going to be able to see the Bournemouth team unless we have to pause it, which is a very unorthodox way of going about it. But let's have a look. They've got Begovic in goal, Stacey, Cook, Carter Vickers and Lloyd Kelly. Both fullbacks I'm very familiar with Danjuma, Ben Pearson, Jefferson Lerma and Riquelme. Billing, Incam and Solanke up front. Very young. And it's a team I think we've got to try and get at with all of our might, as now it's Mark Noble on the ball. He's going to be our cup captain all the time. You know that, of course, in his final season. I want to try and lead him as close as I can to the FA Cup. You know, we almost got through to the Carabao Cup. I think it was quarter-finals, apart from Tottenham beating us on penalties. So you never know what could happen here. Would be a replay, of course, this time round, though, as Issa Diop, the first teamer, is starting, of course, because he has been rested a little bit too long. Got half a game, then a full game off. So he's back into it to hopefully steer us to safety a little bit, because these have got their attacks, haven't they? Solanke, not bad. Got a lot of potential as he's on the ball right here. It's Billing, actually, but Declan Rice covering very well. He's, of course, the main teamer as well, still in the squad. As we're going to get this ball through as well to Dario Benedetto. Try and kick something off here with a cut inside, but Carter Vickers reads him. Still got the ball in our possession, though, as Declan Rice. Onto Lingard. Get that round the corner. Not really to Lanzini, as his touch is a bit horrible as well. And Riquelme putting the pressure on as Lanzini swipes it wide. And Solanke with the tackle right there from Issa Diop onto Mark Noble, as Lingard almost gets it right there. Lanzini to pick up on it again, though, as it's through to Declan Rice. And Benedetto with a back heel smartly to Declan. Hasn't got a goal yet this season, apart from simulated games, and still won't. As 25 minutes in, and we should have had a lead against Bournemouth. Easiest chance you'll get, Declan, as the header from the corner scuffed as well. That might cost us. A corner ball here for Bournemouth. See, it could cost us. It's away at the front post, though. And Lingard across his own box. Very dodgy, but Diop to get it round the corner to Ben Johnson, as that's a great run on from Tom Lawrence. Can't reach him, though. Poor kick. Not enough height on it, and not enough length, as it's on to Dom Solanke. Back heels it into Riquelme, now onto Philip Billing, as he's tackled there by Mark Noble as well. Gives it into Lanzini, and we can charge a little bit forward here. Benedetto, the Argentines linking up here, as it's another one-on-one. Can't miss this one, can we? No, we can't, as it's an actual striker this time in Dario Benedetto, who gives us a 1-0 lead. Not missing that one, as we have been the better team, and it has just really been an amount of time that we've had to wait to score, as it's in the bottom corner. Asmir Begovic, an old keeper as well. Never saving it. Bosnia and Herzegovina international, I think, him as well. Don't know why I have a fascination with which international team they play for, but I just do. As Lanzini out wide to Lawrence here. Tom Lawrence cuts inside, gives the ball on the floor to Declan Rice. Good touch, Declan Rice! Just over the bar, as that extremely dominant first half comes to an end. 1-0 to us again. I don't want it to be like Palace, though, where we give them all the possession and get a man sent off, as we're going to keep on fighting. Also saw right there in the graphic that Grimsby are playing against QPR, and it's 0-0. Go on, the boys. I see those mighty Mariners in the finals. It's on to Philip Billing. Turns and gives it to Lerma. Now on to Dom Solanke, as they're going to come at us from the off in the second half. Still, I'm a bit confident. I don't like how they're keeping the ball a little bit here, though. Declan Rice into Solanke, still with the ball, as it turns into Philip Billing. Now on to Jefferson Lerma. Just get on the backs, because I think that's the term I say the most in this career. Just stay on the backs and don't dive in, because that's what we've done most times, apart from when we give stupid free kicks away. However, it isn't working right here. This Riquelme fella is really causing problems, as it's in the middle. Declan Rice does read it, though, with not a good pass out, and Pearson with a chance to shoot, and might have done better if it was a different player. Almost in, as Lanzini now coming away with the ball. Benedetto making a move, but still to no one, as Fornals, though, off the bench. Put him on for Lingard, give him a rest at right midfield, as now Johnson in the middle to Rice, getting this zigzag play going once again, as Lanzini get that through the middle to Benedetto, turns back inside, breaking the ankles of the defence, as Begovic makes a great save into Lawrence, though, and that is poor, as it's now on to Declan Rice again through that middle to Lanzini, turns around and gives it into Dario Benedetto. Can we get this out wide? I mean, we've got a runner here of Fornals who makes a great run. Lanzini in the middle with a backwards header. And that's another big chance. I don't get how it's always the small players who find themselves on the end of them. At least we can say we've got the big man on now in Larin, of course, up front with that wrist strap. As can he make a run through the middle? Just bounces off him as we've still got the ball. It's actually back into him. He's going to shoot first time and it sails over. At least he's got intent. As it's now Tom Lawrence again with it. Into Rinamotta. Now onto Lanzini. And oh, it's just took off the captain. It's going to be another 1-0, I think, as I'll take it, of course, it's a win, but it's just that we're getting them very narrow. Maybe we look for another, well, not an attacking playmaker, but someone who can just threaten the net, and maybe not a striker as well, because we've got too many of them. Maybe another right midfielder in January. Now Bowen's gone, as Rinamotta does well to get that tackling back from his injury with a bit of a bang in this cup game, as now it's Lanzini running at them. We've got Larin through the middle. He's finally on the ball and tackles straight away. Steve Cook just lunging in, as it's now onto him again though. Now onto Lanzini. We've got a run there through the middle of Mark Noble. Can't find him, but it should be game over. They can't get to the other side of the field. As there we go. We have won the first round that we have played in the FA Cup 1-0. A very tight game, and commiserations to Bournemouth, who put up a fight, but not really at the same time. About one shot, 10 to us. Was always going one way. And I will take that, thank you very much, in 9th still, because that wasn't a league game, Max. Use your brain a little bit, as we're on to the week off right now. I don't know if it's international break or just a week off, but we could try and get some business done. As we're going to go right here. I don't know who I'd bring in, to be honest, as the manager rating goes up to 90, although we're in 9th still. As, yeah, I don't know who I'd bring in. I think I'm going to wait for maybe offers going out to get us a bit more money and sign someone worth it instead of just nitpicking. Once again, Rinamottas, Lawrence's. We've got the backup at Brigade as Alaves and Midtjylland loan. Great, just what I wanted to see. We'll negotiate that for a 1-year loan, as he is 21 as well. He's not actually that young. Maybe we just should have kept on the loan to buy, as we're going to skip on just this Fulham game, which will be a simulation. Lost to them last time and are above us in the league, but it's come to the time where we have to sim it. As there's no offers, so we're going to simulate against Fulham. Dragowski in goal, Kufal, Diop, Ogbonna and Cresswell. Unlucky to the defenders and Fabianski, who kept a clean sheet, but going back to normal with Fornals. Rice. Mark Noble actually needs to come out. Didn't think about that. Where's Souček? There he is, as Lingard's on the right with Benrahma and Antonio again. Just that dynamic duo so far, the best we've got at least, as we'll see if we can get the win this time round. Both teams have dropped, in fact. I think, yes, we're the game in hand over Newcastle and Chelsea, who we could have potentially go above. Not going to answer Benrahma. You're in the team anyway, mate, as this is at home as well. So can we get the victory against Fulham like we didn't last time? We do, and it's Antonio and Lingard with the goals. The English players bringing us through as we're into the European race again. How is it? 7th place. What a result, and we've played 3 and simulated 1. The first one was horrific against Tottenham, but I will take that league position. You can see us on the top of the board now, as Liverpool are top, City dropping, Spurs still in 2nd, then it's Arsenal, Villa, United, or the way around should I say, and then us. I mean, we are points away from Man United, but Villa we could chase, and we are. If none of them teams in the top, or if one of them teams in fact do win the Carabao Cup, we're into Europe. That is great, as we do play Fulham next, or not Fulham, Wolves. Need to get my teams right next in the next episode, which is a really crucial game to be fair. We are halfway or there and thereabouts through the season, so this is when crunch time officially begins, and I love it. I do love it, as unfortunately, guys, though, this is the end of the career mode for today. I know I haven't got any business done, and there's only been one simulated game, but I can't simulate the game against Wolves. It would be berserkers. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss an episode in the future, as I will see you all in the next one. Take care, in a bit, and peace.